Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. Alright, so in this video we're going to be going over the Blue Agave wine that I made several weeks back. This is the second bottle that I was able to save when I made it. The first one I already drank. I had already recorded the video, started editing it, and it just didn't look good. I was all over the place, and it was just bad video. Thank you, Tammy Nicholson. You commented on that video asking to understand more of the process of how I made it. So I'll be going into that as well. And I'll actually get that taken care of the way first. So I highly recommend going to Bearded and Bored. Go on his channel. He had the video on his channel. It's a great video. It goes in far more detailed into what his process was, what his steps was, why he did it that way. He has some science to back up why he did it, and it's just a very good video for anybody that's interested. Highly recommend watching it. I was in the Walmart store. I saw it on the shelf and I was just like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, my process was just quick. I didn't really think about what I was doing. I was just water, sugar, yeast. That was pretty much my process. The one thing I did do that I learned from Bearded and Bored channel was that I had my fermenting chamber at 80 degrees. And the reason why I had it so hot was because in Bearded and Bored video, he explained during the fermentation process down in Mexico where the tequila is being made, their fermentation is incredibly hot because they're in the desert climate. He was saying to model the fermentation style like it would be at that location. So that's what I did. I had this at 80 degrees and I kept it there for maybe 5 days. Then I immediately bottled it into these beer bottles, and I'll let the first one mellow out for a month, and this one I'm waiting for the second month to go by before I try it. Alright, so let's go into what it tastes like after a month. Okay, so because it was a wine, I'm going to talk about some wine characteristics that it had. As far as the sweetness goes, it did have some sweetness to it. It wasn't overly sweet, but it also wasn't really bitter either. So I would definitely say that mine was a very sweet wine. It was a sweet wine. Acidity, there was no acidity in the wine. It was very smooth. I calculated the final gravity and I got a wine that was 8% alcohol. So it was pretty alcoholic. It was very nice, and but there was no tingling on the back of the tongue. There was none of that. The body was very smooth. It kind of just rolled off your palate. So flavoring, you really had to think in your mind, okay, I'm thinking of taking a shot of tequila and having to remember what the tequila tastes like. Then you could take a sip of the wine, and then that's when you can get some of the Blue Agave characteristic. Even with the dark agave that I got, it wasn't really a strong, flavorful taste. It was very subtle. Subtle is a good word. It's a very subtle flavor, very subtle taste. Sweet with subtleness to it. It was very refreshing. I think that pretty much covers the wine. It was very light, very smooth, had a very nice sweetness to it, very subtle characteristic of flavor. You really had to think about what you were tasting, and then you could actually get those flavors to come up. Highly alcoholic, but it didn't burn at all. It was very smooth. So what would I do differently? What would be the next step? What did I do wrong? That's another good question. What I did wrong in that episode was that I added way too much yeast in the beginning of the fermentation. So what I did was I just added the whole pack of yeast that is supposed to be enough for 5 gallons, and I just added the whole thing at once. So next time what I would recommend doing, and what I'm actually doing now, is I'm doing 1/4 of the pack in the beginning, and then I'm going to wait until the initial fermentation has been completed, and then I'll probably add in more yeast afterwards. So I'm going to try that out. Yeah, because The only issue with the wine was that it was yeast heavy, but after you took a few sips, you could get used to it. You could look past the yeast, and it was very enjoyable. I really did enjoy this. Yeah, if I wasn't waiting a month for this, another month, I would definitely crack this open and have another swig. But if you at home did your own Blue Agave wine, please let me know how that turned out. What step did you do? Did you do what I did? Would you just half-ass it, or did you actually go down the rabbit hole to learn what you needed to do? And you can comment down below in the YouTube section, or you can send me a direct message from Instagram, right down there. Tammy, I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any more questions, definitely comment down below. If there's anything I missed, just let me know and I'll try to answer your questions. So thank you and have a great day.